Hello, my friends. Welcome again. I'm so happy you're here today. I have something very special to share with you. This is not just a story. It is a real journey of a woman whose passion and determination changed science forever. And maybe it can inspire your own journey too. Have you ever wondered how curiosity, courage, and hard work can break barriers and make history? Today, I want to tell you about Marie Curie, a woman who faced many challenges but never gave up on her dreams and whose discoveries changed the world. Marie Curie was born Maria Skłodowska on November 7, 1867, in Warsaw, Poland. From a very young age, she showed a deep love for learning and an incredible curiosity about the world around her. Her parents were both educators. Her father taught mathematics and physics, and her mother was a school principal. This environment filled with books, ideas, and encouragement helped spark Marie's passion for knowledge. However, life was not easy for her or her family. Poland was under foreign occupation at the time, and the political situation made education difficult, especially for girls. Formal education for women was very limited, and universities did not accept female students. Despite this, Marie was determined to learn. She attended a secret underground school called the Flying University, where she and other brave young women risked punishment to receive a proper education. These classes were held in private homes, away from the watchful eyes of the authorities, because educating women was considered illegal. Marie's family faced many hardships. They had lost much during political uprisings and lived with financial struggles. Still, her parents believed strongly in the power of education and encouraged Marie and her siblings to work hard and dream big. Even though her father passed away when Marie was just 10 years old, his lessons about science and perseverance stayed with her. At the age of 16, Marie finished high school at the top of her class, but the path ahead was still filled with barriers. Since women were barred from Polish universities, she could not pursue higher education at home. Instead, Marie took a job as a governess, teaching children in wealthy families while saving money for her dreams. Despite working long hours and facing isolation, she never lost sight of her goal to study science. Her determination was fueled by a burning desire to understand the mysteries of nature. She believed that education was the key to changing her life and the lives of others. This phase of her life was marked by sacrifice, hard work, and unyielding hope. It was during these early years that Marie developed the strength, courage, and resilience that would define her entire life and her future groundbreaking discoveries. At the age of 24, Marie Curie made one of the most courageous decisions of her life. She left her beloved homeland of Poland to pursue higher education in Paris, France. This decision was not easy. It meant leaving behind her family, her familiar surroundings, and stepping into a completely new world full of uncertainties. But Marie was driven by an unshakable belief that studying at the prestigious University of Paris, known as the Sorbonne, was the only way she could fulfill her dream of becoming a scientist. Arriving in Paris was both exciting and overwhelming. The city was vast, bustling, and full of opportunities, but Marie quickly realized how difficult life would be. She was a young woman from a poor background with limited money and few connections. She rented a small, cold attic room, barely furnished and often without heating. The winters were harsh, and many nights she struggled to keep warm. Money was always tight, forcing her to skip meals to afford her tuition and books. Despite these hardships, Marie never allowed herself to lose hope or focus. Learning in a foreign language was another huge challenge. Marie had to improve her French quickly to keep up with her classes, and sometimes she felt isolated because of the language barrier. Yet, she was determined to succeed. She studied with fierce dedication, often spending long hours in the laboratory and library. While other students might have taken breaks or socialized, Marie's world revolved around her books and experiments. Her passion for science was so strong that she barely noticed the difficulties around her. At the Sorbonne, Marie studied physics and mathematics, two demanding subjects that required sharp focus and deep understanding. She quickly gained a reputation for being an exceptionally hardworking and brilliant student. In fact, she earned degrees in both subjects with the highest honors, proving her excellence despite the many obstacles she faced. However, being a woman in a male-dominated academic world was not easy. She faced prejudice and skepticism from some professors and students who doubted a woman's ability to excel in science. But Marie refused to be discouraged. She let her work and results speak for themselves. During her studies, Marie met Marie Curie, a young and talented physicist who shared her passion for discovery and research. Their meeting was the start of a remarkable partnership, both personal and professional. Pierre admired Marie's intelligence and determination, and together they formed a strong bond built on mutual respect and shared dreams. Their collaboration would soon lead to some of the most important scientific breakthroughs in history. Marie and Pierre began investigating a strange phenomenon. Certain elements emitted invisible rays that could penetrate objects. This mysterious energy fascinated them, and they decided to dedicate themselves to understanding it better. This research laid the foundation for what would later be called radioactivity, a term coined by Marie herself. Their work opened new doors to understanding atomic science and changed the way the world viewed matter and energy. Those years in Paris shaped Marie Curie into the scientist she would become. They tested her strength, resilience, and passion. She proved that no matter how many challenges life places in your way, whether poverty, discrimination, or language barriers, with courage and dedication, you can rise above them. Marie's journey from a poor immigrant student to a pioneering scientist was just beginning, but her determination promised that she would leave a lasting mark on the world. After years of intense study and research alongside Marie Curie, Marie's curiosity and determination began to pay off in extraordinary ways. The Curies focused their attention on a strange phenomenon first observed by Henri Becquerel. Certain materials like uranium emitted mysterious rays that could penetrate objects. Marie coined the term radioactivity to describe this invisible energy. This discovery was the start of a scientific revolution. Marie and Pierre worked tirelessly in a small, makeshift laboratory, often under difficult conditions. They experimented with various minerals, determined to understand the source of the rays and their properties. Their research was slow and painstaking, requiring precision and patience. Hours turned into days, weeks, and months as they carefully isolated and tested different substances. In 1898, their hard work led to the discovery of two new elements, polonium and radium. Marie named polonium after her homeland, Poland, as a tribute to her roots. Radium, with its intense radioactivity, became the centerpiece of their study. These discoveries opened new fields of research and raised questions about the very nature of matter. The scientific community was amazed and intrigued by their findings, but not everyone accepted them immediately. As a woman and a foreigner, Marie faced skepticism and prejudice, yet her dedication was unwavering. Her work was rigorous and undeniable. In 1903, Marie Curie, Pierre Curie, and Henri Becquerel were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for their groundbreaking research on radioactivity. This was a historic moment. Marie became the first woman ever to receive a Nobel Prize. Her achievement was not only a personal triumph, but a breakthrough for women in science worldwide. The Nobel Prize brought Marie international recognition, but she did not stop there. Her commitment to science and discovery continued to grow. She knew there was still so much more to learn about radioactivity and its potential applications. Marie's journey shows us that success is born from perseverance, curiosity, and courage. Her discoveries changed the world's understanding of physics and chemistry and laid the foundation for new technologies that would save countless lives. Marie Curie's life was filled with extraordinary achievements, but it was also marked by difficult challenges that tested her strength and resolve. Despite her fame and success, she lived in a time when women in science were often met with skepticism and prejudice. Many in the scientific community doubted her capabilities simply because she was a woman, and she frequently faced harsh criticism and exclusion from certain academic circles. Yet, Marie remained undeterred. Her passion for science and her belief in her work gave her the courage to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. One of the hardest moments in Marie's life came in 1906, when her beloved husband and lifelong partner, Pierre Curie, died suddenly in a tragic accident. Pierre was struck by a horse-drawn carriage in the streets of Paris, leaving Marie devastated. Their partnership had been a source of strength and inspiration for both, and his loss left a deep hole in her heart. But even in her grief, Marie chose to honor their shared dream by continuing their work together. She took over Pierre's position at the University of Paris, becoming the first woman to hold a professorship there. This was not only a personal milestone, but a historic breakthrough for women in academia. Working alone, Marie continued her research into radioactivity with even greater dedication. She faced the challenges of working in a male-dominated field, navigating financial difficulties, and coping with the physical toll of her experiments. At that time, the dangers of radiation exposure were not well understood. Marie spent countless hours handling radioactive materials without protective equipment, which would later affect her health. Yet she remained focused on her mission, driven by the hope that her discoveries could bring healing and progress. During this period, Marie also encountered scandal and public scrutiny. After Pierre's death, she was subject to harsh gossip and attacks from the press, who tried to undermine her reputation because she was a foreign woman in France. Despite the emotional and social pressures, Marie's determination never wavered. She let her work speak for itself and remained committed to advancing science. Marie Curie's life teaches us that great achievements often come with great struggles. Her story is not only about scientific discovery, but also about resilience, courage, and the power of perseverance. Even in the face of heartbreaking loss and societal challenges, Marie never gave up. Her strength and dedication continue to inspire millions around the world. After facing personal loss and overcoming numerous challenges, Marie Curie's dedication to science only grew stronger. In 1911, she achieved another historic milestone by winning her second Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry. This award recognized her discovery of the elements radium and polonium, as well as her pioneering work studying the properties of radioactive substances. Marie Curie became the first person ever to win Nobel Prizes in two different scientific disciplines, physics and chemistry, a testament to her extraordinary talent and relentless pursuit of knowledge. Despite the growing fame and recognition, Marie remained humble and deeply committed to her research. She established a laboratory in Paris, which became a center for groundbreaking scientific studies. There, she trained and inspired a new generation of scientists who would continue exploring the mysteries of radioactivity. Marie believed her work was not just for academic achievement, but held the promise of real-world benefits, especially in medicine. When World War I erupted in 1914, Marie immediately recognized the urgent need to apply her scientific discoveries to save lives on the battlefield. At that time, medical technology was limited, and many soldiers died because doctors could not accurately locate bullets or fractures inside the body. Marie saw that X-ray technology, which uses radiation to create images of bones and organs, could revolutionize battlefield medicine. Determined to make a difference, Marie developed mobile X-ray units called Little Curies. These were specially equipped vehicles that could travel to the front lines, bringing life-saving diagnostic technology directly to wounded soldiers. Marie herself learned how to operate the X-ray machines and trained a team of women, known as X-ray girls, to assist doctors in using this equipment effectively. The impact of these mobile units was tremendous. They allowed doctors to see inside soldiers' bodies without invasive surgery, reducing suffering and increasing survival rates. Over the course of the war, it is estimated that Marie Curie's Little Curies helped more than 1 million soldiers receive better care. Beyond the mobile units, Marie also set up radiological centers in hospitals and created training programs for medical personnel, spreading knowledge about X-ray technology and its benefits. Her work during the war highlighted her commitment to combining science with compassion, using her discoveries to help those in need during one of history's darkest times. Marie Curie's contributions during World War I went beyond the laboratory. She brought hope, healing, and innovation to a world at war. Her legacy as both a brilliant scientist and a humanitarian continues to inspire us today, reminding us that science can be a powerful force for good in the world. Marie Curie's impact on science and society is truly immeasurable, and her legacy continues to shine brightly more than a century after her discoveries. She wasn't just a brilliant scientist. She was a trailblazer who broke down barriers that limited women's roles in education and professional fields. At a time when women were often discouraged from pursuing academic careers, Marie's achievements challenged the status quo and opened doors for countless women around the world to follow their dreams. Her groundbreaking research on radioactivity transformed physics and chemistry, creating entirely new fields of study. The discovery of polonium and radium wasn't just a scientific milestone, it was a turning point that changed how humanity understood matter and energy. More importantly, her work laid the foundation for medical breakthroughs. The use of radiation therapy to treat cancer and other diseases has saved millions of lives worldwide. And it all started with Marie's relentless pursuit of knowledge. Marie's journey was not without sacrifice. She worked long hours in primitive labs, often exposed to dangerous levels of radiation without knowing the risks. This exposure eventually led to her developing aplastic anemia, a disease that contributed to her death in 1934. Despite these health risks and personal losses, including the untimely death of her husband Pierre, Marie never wavered in her commitment to science and humanity. Her resilience and courage inspire us to push beyond our own limitations. She once said, "Life is not easy for any of us. But what of that? We must have perseverance and, above all, confidence in ourselves." These words continue to motivate students, researchers, and dreamers everywhere to persist through challenges and believe in their potential. Beyond her scientific work, Marie Curie was a passionate teacher and mentor. She devoted much of her life to educating others, especially young women, encouraging them to pursue careers in science despite societal obstacles. She founded the Radium Institute in Paris and later inspired the creation of a similar institute in Warsaw, which has become leading centers for research and medical treatment. Marie's legacy is also a testament to the beauty of curiosity and the importance of lifelong learning. She viewed science not merely as a profession, but as a calling and a source of wonder. Her words, "I am among those who think that science has great beauty," remind us to embrace discovery with awe and excitement. Today, the name Marie Curie symbolizes brilliance, perseverance, and hope. Her life story continues to inspire millions to dream bigger, work harder, and contribute to making the world a better place. Her journey teaches us that no matter where we come from or what challenges we face, with passion, determination, and courage, we can leave a lasting mark on the world. Thank you so much, my friends, for spending this time with me today and listening to the remarkable journey of Marie Curie, a woman whose passion, courage, and relentless determination changed the course of history. Her story teaches us that no matter where we begin or how many obstacles we face, the power of dedication and belief in ourselves can help us achieve extraordinary things. Marie's life was not easy. She faced hardships, loss, and prejudice, yet she never gave up. She chose to follow her curiosity and passion, and in doing so, she opened doors for generations of people, especially women, who dared to dream big. Her legacy reminds us that greatness is not about being perfect. It's about perseverance, resilience, and a heart full of hope. If you find even a spark of inspiration in Marie's story, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. By sharing this story, you can help inspire others who might be facing their own challenges. Together, we can create a community of learners and dreamers who support each other on their journeys. Remember, every small step you take toward your goals counts. Whether you want to learn English, pursue a new career, or simply become a better version of yourself, your efforts matter. Keep believing in your dreams, keep working hard, and don't be afraid to embrace challenges because that's where growth happens. I'm truly grateful to have you here with me today. Your presence means a lot, and I can't wait to share more stories and journeys with you. Until next time, take care of yourself, keep shining your light, and keep reaching for the stars. See you soon. Hope you like this story. Please stay connected for more exciting videos.